Let me tell you a true life story about a man who once walked the streets of Lagos looking as ordinary as you and me. Yet behind closed doors, he ran an empire that kept entire families up at night, praying for the safe return of their loved ones, and some never still returned home. In 1982, he was born in Nnewi, Anambra State, a place known for its rich traders and industrious people. His family was nothing special. They were not poor. His father drove lorries for a living. His mother sold things in the market. He was like any other child, but people who knew him as a boy said he was stubborn, restless, always looking for shortcuts. He started school but never finished. The streets called to him and he answered. In his early 20s, he moved to Lagos, where dreams are made or broken. At first, he tried the straight path. He sold spare parts at Ladipo Market, a place where cars' spare parts are being sold in Lagos. But when the profit was too slow for the kind of life he wanted, he looked for faster ways. He found them in the underworld. He linked up with armed robbers, snatching cars, hijacking goods, robbing banks, living dangerously. But that was just the beginning. When the law got too close, he fled the country to South Africa for a while, then came back with a new idea. Why risk robbing banks when you can just kidnap rich people? That's when he switched to kidnapping. He felt this was something more profitable, less risky than broad daylight robberies. He began to build what would become Nigeria's most sophisticated kidnap network at the time. He didn't want petty ransoms. No, his targets were the richest: oil dealers, importers, big businessmen. He'd study you for weeks. He knew when you left home, where you did business, what car you drove, even how much you were worth. When the moment was right, he and his gang would swoop in, sometimes in fake military uniforms, and you'd vanish. He'd call your family and demand millions in dollars. Some families paid $1 million, some more. Victims would be chained up like animals, blindfolded, kept in hidden houses for weeks. Meanwhile, their families would be selling properties, emptying accounts, just to see their loved one alive again. He used the ransom money to build his own fortress. Mansions in Magodo, a fleet of luxury cars like Bentleys, Porsches, Rolls Royces, and bulletproof cars too. And his family? He sent them abroad, wife and kids, living like royalty while he sat in Lagos, the mastermind of fear. What made him so feared was how organized he was. He had multiple gangs in Lagos, Anambra, Edo, different safe houses. He changed locations, bribed insiders, and vanished before the police could catch a scent. His downfall came when one of his biggest targets, a wealthy businessman, managed to escape captivity barefoot in the middle of the night. That single escape blew the lid off the whole operation. The police, the intelligence response team back then, went after him like bloodhounds. For months, they tracked phone calls, safe houses, his lieutenants. And one morning in June 2017, they cornered him at his mansion in Magodo. He tried to run. Too late. The mask fell off. The whole country saw him on TV. A quiet man in handcuffs, the so-called billionaire kidnapper, Chukwudubem Onwuamadike, better known as Evans. His confessions shocked everyone: how many families he terrorized on, how many millions he extorted, how he outwitted the law for years. In 2022, a Lagos High Court found him guilty and sentenced him to life imprisonment. Even now, he still has more kidnapping cases hanging over his head. His wife pleaded for mercy. His father said he'd been stubborn from birth. But the damage was done. What he built on fear came crashing down, proof that greed may make you rich, but it can never keep you safe forever. What do you think? Can you believe one escaped victim was all it took to bring him down? Or are you shocked by how long he got away with it? So that's the story of the man they called Evans, the ordinary boy who grew up to run an empire of fear until the long arm of the law caught him in the end. Let you know what you think about this story in the comment section. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends.